Ding dong. The autistic Violet, yes. You are right. Ding-a-ling-a-ding. Bum ba 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 bum. Hello. 1 second. Where am I? Where have I gone? There I am. There we go. How's it go? Was fed and watered? Yes, I had chicken wings. I'm in a good mood. No home. Okay, bye. Bye. Enjoy your movie. Pixel? Yes. I've been pixelated. I'm censored. I can zoom into and I become I become clearer. I like being like extra pixelated. Alright, everything works. No way, aging at home. Who would believe? Texting and driving. Censored due to being not safe for work. Mildly. I can turn it up though. Yes. It's my peak form. Wait, I can probably like turn it down a little bit. There we go. This is my peak form. It's like the minimum. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm like a Minecraft skin. It's like I'm crunched enough you can like see my eyes. There we go. Silly. You can like almost make out the violets. But here we go. Censored in a specific area? No, sadly. How crunchy I should be. I guess this is fine. This is crunchy enough. Peach snorri. No. Anyway. How are you guys? I had a day of adventure. I toured the college campus. I ate fried fish. And I went to the farmer's market. Funny, slowly censor your chest area the whole stream. Dude, I wish. Wait, do I have a sensor in OBS? I'm not doing this through OBS. I'm doing this through Wardo. Do I have a... Well, I do technically have a pixelation filter. I don't think it applies to specific areas though. No. Man, if only. Anyway, pixel art's still fun. I have never done it, so we'll see. I made my canvas like 200 by like 200 pixels, like 250 by 250. This might be too big though. We'll see. This might be too big. I don't know. I guess it depends on how like far we go with the pixelization. But like, this is 1 pixel. I don't know. Because I don't think I want to do it like crazy. Maybe it should be a little less pixelated than this. Like enough that you can tell it's there, but like not really. There we go. Just so I look crunchy. I feel like that looks fine. Okay. 100 by 100? 100 by 100 might be better. Let me resize this canvas. I did 200 just to keep it safe because like I usually do like 20,000. What's that look like? That might be better. Of course, that's only like 1 pixel. Like if I do 2... That's probably a good place to start. Toriko and pixel art, please. Who's Toriko? Like the only time I did pixel art was like really fine detail pixel art, like really small, like 24 by 24. But I'm trying to aim bigger this time because I have to make a thumbnail, so I probably need a bigger one. Hello! Hey, awesome sauce. Must be here dying and sleepy. You'll be okay. Brush without auto fading. Do I have any without auto? Wait, actually, I think I have a pixel art brush in here. That might be useful. There's my pixel blender. There we go. Yeah, this will probably be good. I also have this one that's like a blender. And this one that makes circles. Or is a circle shape. But I will be using for the sake of making circles. Anti-aliasing? That's fine. I can just use a different brush. Oh, Wikiroi Tomodachi Life. Okay. I already need a different BGM. This one's gonna drive me nuts. Okay. Best drawings color have been pixel art. I am aiming for... Let me find an image to show what I'm talking about when it comes to, like, World of Horror style. I don't know how finely pixelated it's gonna have to be. There we go, that works. Let's see how big let me see how like this looks. Cause that's my thing, is I'm not 100% sure how to get the style, but we're gonna figure that out. Like, I can't tell the scale of which this is done at. I assume not that much though. Like, this is what we're aiming for, really. And I probably will cheat, and I will drag an image of myself in here. Chat, she's 144p. I've been compressed. Draw a pole and ball comic? No. Cut my finger on a broken plastic bucket. Congratulations. Or Minecraft has textures, not sprites. It's the same to me. I mean, what do you consider like the food and stuff though? Isn't that not technically a sprite? See who Toriko is. Let me see. Tetro's little sister. I see. OCs. We will see. I might have to start. Let me just do something really quickly just to see how this looks before I even like begin tackling this. Oh god, where did my color selector? There we go. Pixel Violent. Yeah, I want to see what this looks like real quick if I do this route. I want to see if I like import an image of myself and use it as a reference, like how that's gonna look. Because that's kind of what I assume I'm gonna do. So I want to see what that looks like before I commit. And then we'll do like a couple little stuff to like warm up into it before I really commit. Let's just take this image. It's gonna be really big, yeah. Because it's already gonna have to be compressed down just to fit into this canvas space. Like if I'm doing a thumbnail piece and it's like this big, how's that gonna even look? And then we'll goof around and we'll do like some stuff. But I'm very curious what this is gonna like if I trace something, what it's gonna look like. Like obviously I'm gonna have to be a little smarter about pixel placement. I'm just very curious what this would look like. Two more? Also not my OC. It doesn't have to be your OC to be an OC. Like, I'm just very curious as a baseline what this will look like. Okay, I'm not really that mad at it. So this might be the game plan for making the thumbnail. Is I'll pose myself and then figure out what to go from there. Because I've done a little bit of pixel art before, but not a lot. So just as like a little like, I'm not even gonna bother drawing that hand actually because that's gonna be hard. But I just want to see what like this looks like. I'm not mad at that. Okay, so that might be the game plan for thumbnails, or for the thumbnail. I'll just pose myself later and figure that out. In the meantime, the new profile pic, I feel like than that. I changed it like I think a month ago, something like that. Fanloid, okay. Excited, who is also Fanloid, officially adopted by Twin Drills, the next. So can Toriko. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a 2012 OC. But I don't know if that's gonna fit this, because this is like single line art, but this is really small, so I might have to upsize the canvas just to get this style in particular. But in the meantime, we can goof around. Every pixel by hand. That sounds really bad. I might just turn up my... I might like lay stuff out and then like correct by erasing. At the end of the day, it's night. It's true. Try my Roblox avatar next. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, actually, no, what will be easier for this is this round brush. What if we take like this round brush and we just erase inside? Oh, we might not even have to do that. We can just like make it smaller by like 3 pixels. And then erase. Think smarter, not harder, chat. Perfect. Think smart, not hard. Also, hello. That's all you're going for? We're going for this, like a more detailed, like higher pixel quality that's in the World of Horror, because I gotta make the thumbnail, but I was gonna goof off and make some like little stuff to practice first, because I've never done pixel art and I don't quite know how that's gonna go. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna like do some stuff, because there's a skill set with pixel art that I don't quite have, because I've never really done it before. So we'll see. Do that. He's gonna be silly, but whatever. Hello, Max. I see. Usually just don't think. I mean, yeah. I don't know, when I work in a new style, I always think a little harder. Because I know I'm gonna have to do different things that I don't usually do. Like, I'm already recognizing that I have to think about my strokes more because of the small pixels. Like, how much of a difference just like one pixel makes is gonna drive me insane. Honestly, dappling it, like just tip tap tip tap tip tap, might be the game plan. I don't know how well this is gonna end up being. Pixel art low-key really easy. That it is, but it requires different skill sets than what I have. You can say that about a lot of art styles. Coloring is a different can of worms as well. One thing I'm very curious of too is like if I grab this and I resize it, what happens to it? It gets gross. I see. Okay. So probably not gonna be able to resize anything. Not without some cleanup. Speaking of pixel art, my profile pic's pixel art. It is. I'm pretty sure Toriko isn't even a year old in terms of when she was created. I would be a little shocked, honestly, because she gives the vibe of like those really early Vocaloid fan creations. Wait, turn off anti-aliasing so it doesn't look gross. Do I have it? I probably do have anti-aliasing on. I have to figure out how to turn that off. Image. Configure Krita. Canvas. Turn off anti-aliasing. Okay. I mean, that might not prevent anything. Let's see. Let's see if that does anything. How do I turn off anti-aliasing in Krita? Google. But it's not with the brush though, it's like with the... like the scale tool, like the transformer tool. Saying stalkers. Nearest neighbor. Let me try brush smoothing, that might also help. Yeah, that's gonna save me. And then let me see if in the transformer tool if I can turn off anti-aliasing. I don't think I can though. Tool options. Filter. Nearest neighbor. Okay, this might be it. There we go. Let's play with that. Let's see how that works. I'm gonna have to remember to change all this and turn it back on later. So let's see how this does. It's definitely better. There's still some cleanup involved, but that's okay. Yeah, I feel like this will be okay. Okay, maybe we're onto something now. Maybe we are at a point. Okay. Now I feel like we're more comfortable. Things don't feel so weird. Okay. And just try some stuff, I guess. Like, just to, like, see how it feels. I don't know. There is definitely limitations to this that I have to, like, learn to work around. That I feel like are gonna kill me. Just from being, like, cause you gotta understand, I work with a really high pixel count on my canvases usually. So having to worry about really small stuff, it's not usually on, like, a single pixel. Like, the way a single pixel looks is usually not something I concern myself with. If you'll get walls to create your thumbnail. I got it. We're gonna have to work at a higher pixel rate, though. Like, I'm gonna have to change the canvas size eventually. I just want to see what it looks like if I work with, like, really low pixels to start. I just want to see if I can. Because I do plan on just taking an image of myself and, like, tracing over it and then working it out. But I want to see what happens if I actually draw on my own. Yeah, there's limitations, man. I'm also way out of my element, I fear. Like, not crazy, but, like, enough that I'm like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, Screw. Like, I don't know how to make this look good, if you understand what I mean by that. You know? Like, There's a lot of pixel art that looks really good. I have no idea how to do that. And it's really just a fine-tuned pixel placement that I just don't have. But we're gonna learn. I think my hair spikes are going to be the thing that drives me the most insane. I feel like I'm drawing in MS Paint. That's high. Okay. Draw is hard to draw, huh? Yeah. To be fair, I'm not doing guidelines either. Like, I could sit here and do, like, guidelines, but I feel like it gets really muddy really quickly if I do that. Like, they take up so much. But I could draw with guidelines. It's very hard to, like, freely do. I feel like is the thing, like, with that. Also, things get muddy really quickly with the lines. Which I guess you could say that's true with any art, but I feel like it's more obvious. Also, the way I do noses is like totally not gonna work. Yeah, I don't feel like it's gonna work. I feel like I might have to scale up the pixel just for like the sake of this style. I feel like I'm gonna have to work with a bigger canvas. Let me import an image of myself. Low budget thumbnail slap. Low budget thumbnail slop. Draw Omni-Man. Oh wait, that actually might be kind of fun. I tried to draw Goku and struggle with Goku's hair in pixel. Omni-Man. Drawing his features might actually get kind of fun. Let me see. Yeah, I feel like the 100 by 100 might be like too small for me. I might have to bump it to like 200 by 200. Just so I get like more detail out of it. Yeah, I don't think I can work with 100 by 100. I feel like I have to bump it. I feel like 200 by 200 might work better for me. Like just doubling the canvas size, I feel like that might. Even if I don't use the whole canvas, just making it bigger, having the room might work better for me. Also, I think this is gonna end up being like the size we work in for the thumbnail. Let me find a better picture of Omni-Man. Let's just do a front angle. I feel like that'll be the easiest. Yeah, I feel like a 200 by 200 might be what we end up working in, because this looks like it'll be close to That style. No, he's slaying. Trim that down. Yeah, I feel like this is easier. 200 might be the game. This might be it. This might be the technique. Omnipixel. Guess who's finally got his powers? Are you sure about that? Are you sure? I'm not gonna bother redrawing this. Shortcuts, people. Especially pixels, there's no way I was gonna be able to like match that. I know, why so pixelated? I've been compressed. Yeah, I feel like I can handle this. This is easier to manage than just 100. I feel like 100 might be too compressed for my capabilities. Shit, how do I draw noses? That'll work. Cause I'm just gonna put a mustache over it anyway. There we go. Give me a peach tea. Ooh, get a Dr. Pepper. I actually have a Dr. Pepper. You want to hear? Listen. Tastes like spices. 480p Noriko. I've been compressed. Somebody's, I think it was Cave that said I was 144p. This Nolan Viltrumite? Mr. Nolan Viltrumite? Yes. I feel like I got this. I feel like this is good practice to do something that's detailed without like committing to it. Just do something silly. That bottom lip seems like it's too big. I shouldn't worry about the inner details of his face yet. Guess figure out where his chin's gonna go, like about here. So I feel like this is good. This is good. I like the canvas size of this. I know it's like my 4th time saying it, but it's true. I feel like way more comfortable now. I have more room to sketch a bit. Without worrying about like the pixel count too much. Uh-oh. That's gonna drive me nuts about the pixel art, actually. Things that are asymmetrical are gonna be very obviously asymmetrical. Are you sure? Guess who just got his powers? It's gonna be asymmetrical. Wait. There we go. Where is Omniman? Where is it? Owie. My noggin. Yo, punch, that's why it was a bit wonky. Caved his face in a little. Oh, I guess like past is. God. Pixel art's hard. I don't know how I feel about in general pixel art yet. I mean, it's cool looking. I really like the aesthetic of it. This shit's rough though. I make these lines like super thin. He's coming along. Mr. Nolan. And he's got like a little bit of a widow's peak going on. Like a very subtle one. And it like very quickly goes away. Armor making peak Nolan Viltrumite, the one where he grows out his beard. Oh, I could. Mr. Nolan Viltrumite? That's his coalition outfit. When he grows out the beard. Let's see if I can find one where he has the beard grown out. Of course, the first one's the picture of from the game. Beard. There we go. He really does look good with the beard, though. Because then I can, like, just cheat and use these lines. He's starting to look like my dad. Then the sharpness of the lines doesn't really matter. I can just like do that. Perfect. Can you draw yourself as a Viltrumite? I could draw myself in the Viltrumite uniform. Is his hair grown out during that? It is. I'm like thinking of, you know, like when, like this season when he's like trapped on the planet. I guess, like, where's the top of his head gonna be? Like here? Just very quickly color that shit in. Just so I can tell where everything is. And then... too big. It's hard to tell how freaking wide to make his neck. I guess, like, start with that. I guess, like, more inward and then flare out a bit. That works for now. That works. We'll keep it there. He's kind of got, like, a little bit of a shag thing going on. It's a little more inward. And it's, like, a little out. Or maybe his ears are further out. It's hard to tell. The paintbrush reminds me of an action sketch. It's got the similar... I mean, I guess it's really just how I'm drawing. Put his ears out here. I don't want to bring his hair out too much because then I start going a little crazy with it. Maybe this is what's throwing me off. I don't know, because it's kind of... He's drawn very angular. Like maybe the top of his head isn't high enough, and that's what's like throwing me. That's good enough. I'm back. Did you figure it out? Yeah, we figured out some stuff. We did a little work. Drag pose instead of holding skull, you're holding a violet. Wait. That's kind of a good idea. I really need to redraw that one image of all the Viltrumites in Thrag. Like, the one that everybody keeps memeing and redrawing other people with. I need to draw myself as Thrag holding a skull and then, like, all of the other Viltrumites as violets in the background. That sounds like such a good... That sounds like such a good idea. Low taper fade. Oh, where's the one where he's like holding the skull? Jatorika? No, I'm kind of just fucking around. It's this one. Let me... Oh, this is from Reddit. They're not gonna let me save that image. Let me find this image. The, like, one particular one. Yeah, this one. I got distracted by Invincible because I'm really into Invincible right now. I have not finished the season, but I am pretty far into it. I have like 2 episodes left. Like this image, I love this image. I would need to redraw myself as Thrag and then all the violets as like the Viltrumites, especially Conquest. And it works really well because of the knife. And Craig. Like, there's so many opportunities to like make that really silly. Fine, I'll draw Toriko. And get rid of those. It's just Teta with low tails rather than high tails. It's really, that's the only difference. Oh, I have a selection tool. I also upscaled my canvas to double the size that it is because that was easier for me to work around. If I can draw my noses closer to how they actually are. Filtering women are so slay. We're not there yet. To be fair, I feel like every single female Viltrumite they purposefully made look good because of the comics. I feel like every woman looks pretty good in the comics. 300 by 300 is key. 500? I'm at 200. It's 200 by 200. I feel like this works well because we keep like the appeal of low pixel without having to work within like 100. There we go. Then do like a little hairpiece. Speaking of pixels, probably post some pixel art in the channel. Like, yeah, do it. Do it, do it. Alright, let me see. And that's like 3. At least on this reference image, it's like 3. Out of curiosity, because I'm gonna have to rotate this. I'm really curious what happens if I rotate something. It's cursed. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this. $500 cigarettes, 500 violets. We have over 500. Man, I should have made a 500 cigarettes joke when I had 500 subs. I missed a perfectly good opportunity. I was not thinking of the 500 cigarettes joke. I was thinking, oh fuck, I have to do a karaoke stream now. Because of a stupid goal I made. My focus was not on with memes. She looks so bad. I hate this. $5,000 cigarettes next time, I guess. Alright, wait. Well, we're already past 6, so I can't even make 600 cigarettes. A joke. Man. Ugh. I don't even know which way the other ones would spin. I feel like it's as good as it's gonna get without me locking in too hard. I don't want to lock in too hard. I want to save that energy for the thumbnail. Just more, we can have 666 violets. Oh, that's a perfect opportunity to make a silly meme. Okay, ah shit, I deleted my reference image. There it is. So this is like the scale of which we're aiming for. Like pretty high on the pixel count, but like not super duper. I think I can squeeze that in on a 200. I have to figure out what pose I'm doing though. Toriko was created 166 days ago. She has the vibe that she was created in 2010. Let me pull up my posing desktop real quick and grab a pose of myself, and then we'll start working on the thumbnail for realsies. Because that was kind of the goal of this stream, was I wanted to work on the thumbnail. Thumbnail? Yeah, for tomorrow's stream. Let's see, because I don't need like a highly customized pose. That should be straight. Because I can like customize it as I draw it. I really just need like my basic face shape. In whatever pose I decide. There we go. This'll work. Transparent models, save. Alright, I'm gonna keep that just in case. There we go, okay. And then import layer. Find that real quick. Because the thing is, as long as I have a basic shape, I feel like I can just do whatever I want with it. We'll start with this, and if I need to scale it and make the canvas bigger, we'll just do that. There we go. Because I can use coloring as an excuse for a lot of stuff as well. Like I can get rid of some stuff as we color on the line art. Because I might lean into doing more color for the line art as we go. Because that might be easier to translate. Like a lot of my hair pieces might end up getting merged into one just to make it easier. We'll see. I just want to get like the basic shapes in of like my hair. And my face. And then we'll just work as we go. And I'll try to like emulate it more close to the actual style of the game. I hate that you can always tell when I use myself as a reference image. Maybe not hate, but like, I kind of have a small disdain for it. Especially in this case, it's really obvious. Yeah, we'll play with it later. We'll play with like the expression and stuff. I just want like the basic shape of everything. The tutorial comic distracting me, I see. Cute. They're copies of one another. Yeah, I feel like this is enough to start off of. And then I feel like... Did you read my lore fact? I did. What was I saying? I feel like I have to uncutify myself. I'm like not super confident with this thumbnail. I feel like maybe shading will save it. We never know. I never know. I might be able to save it with all this like dippling shading. I feel like this is not good enough though. I feel like I do have to pose myself a little bit more on the base reference just to have like a better idea. No, where's all my preset poses? Why is there only 2 of them? Oh, come on. I really don't know. Why did they turn Norcode to Violet 144p? I've been compressed into pixels. I really don't know. I want something more than this. I feel like this isn't enough. But I need to figure out what pose I'm putting myself in, and so you guys can't see that. It's a lot of work. Toriko named Rainbow. Cute. Color changed based on her mood. Now she's 100% an OC for sure. I don't know, maybe if I play around with the expression a bit, it's just gonna be hard to do with pixels. Changes saturation. That isn't that bad. Odd. I don't know if this is something I should have streamed. Honestly, because this requires a lot of running back and forth in my brain. And I'm thinking too much to talk. Try the upward as a test. I know what you are. Oh, I see. Just like saturating. Because preferably I want like a horror pose. I want like the... I want that like concern on my face. That's kind of hard. Last time I did a pixel thumbnail, like when I did mouthwashing, I made the art and then I pixelated it. But I really wanted to try to do it this way this time. Because I just wanted to try something new. But I don't know if this is feasible. We're gonna struggle together. It's a one chip be called banana bread. It could be. Do not ignore the fact it's all gigantic pixels. Because I'm trying to nail it, but like... It doesn't really stop me from seeing the canvas limitations, honestly. Northel Rise is the real horror. Oh god. I don't know if I should have did this for stream. This is probably a bad idea. That like subtle horror on the eyes is really hard to do with this limitation. I think it's mostly going to be in the coloring and the shading that's really going to make it, but wow, it's frustrating. I don't know, to me this is not enough for a thumbnail. Normal eyes, but add a lot of black eye bags. Maybe. Like really nail home on the eye bags. Let me look at the character sprites more. That might give me a better idea. Because the characters are kind of done in a more realism style. But obviously I'm not going to do that. Goth makeup blush, maybe. I'm kind of digging the under eyes though. Maybe that's like the direction we aim towards. feel like we're getting in the right direction though. EP Nori at all times. Nori after 4-hour stream. I streamed 5 hours last night. It was in fact 1 in the morning. And yes, my eyes were very puffy when I woke up. I feel like this is the right direction at least. I feel like the under eye bags are definitely the way to go. Might I add the horror factor perhaps? Yeah, well, I mean, it's in black and white. That's the thing. This game's kind of done in black and white, so I'm limited to grayscale. We'll see how that goes when we actually get to the coloring stage. Because the whole game is done in this like pixel art grayscale, but I have a brush that is this texture, and I can just do it in different grays. I might have to add like subtle, like little lines of like sweat and grime and stuff. I don't know though. If I do you like right here. Like places I know it's already gonna have shadow, I might as well add ahead of time. I already know for a fact I'm gonna fuss over this hair like crazy. Left for 5 minutes. Wow. How dare. Let me do this. It's not a matter of if I can do it or not. I know I can do it. It's more of like how good is it gonna turn out. I think we're getting somewhere though. We're making progress at the very least. Are people of the eye instead of the whole iris? I mean, I could. But I also was going to do like this brush in particular. I was going to do like one of these. I mean, I could also do this. Maybe not like down that far, maybe like bring it here-ish. I kind of like how it is right now. Sharp eyelashes. I do. If I'm not slaying, what's the point? It is kind of overhanging on the eye though. There's a point where it runs into the side of my face though. And that kind of just becomes... I don't know. There. Okay, I'm not mad about the eyes. Sharp eyeliner, full back eyes might be a little too hot in the overworked OL type of way. Maybe. Oh heck, wait, what if I bring it up in the inside instead? No, I'm starting to think, fuck it, let's just bring the hair down so I don't have to worry about that corner. I feel like we're getting somewhere. Not that I'm complaining. Pixel art like shixel for it. It really is. Hey, Nightmare. Giving haunt goth next door neighbor vibes. I feel like that's what we're gonna go for until I start shading it a little more. But to be fair, that is kind of my aesthetic. So I feel like me being gothed out kind of works. Gotta start worrying about the back of my head though. Because this is a horror game. I'm just gonna... We're gonna do the goth outfit, I think. Probably not the black one, though. Maybe the black one. I might be able to pull that off. And for now, we'll just keep the cross on, so I know what I'm doing. This is gonna need to be fixed. I always do the star on top of my head, mostly because it helps me center where my hair is. It just sloped down. It's kind of weird. Yeah, this just needs to be smaller. It's like fierce, like she's uninterested in you, but deep down she's quite vulnerable, wants the attention and the headbands. Yeah, that's kind of my whole personality type. At least like how I appear on the outside, I think. This line I feel like needs to be curved more. Then I don't know if this line needs to go out as far as it is. Maybe a little bit like overlap here. Or my hair like transitions into the other. Like the back of my head. Then we can take this and bring it out more to follow this line. That overlaps here, and then this can overlap there. Then I can throw like one back here. It's really like how well does it translate, you know? Gives you a violet. Not like I like you or anything, clearly blushing and poorly hiding it. I do have a terrible poker face when it comes to that, I'm not gonna lie. I am a bitch until I have to express myself, in which case then it's all down the drain. Noriko and the Violets? That sounds like a band name more than an anime title. The real question is, what type of anime would I be in? I thought Nori was a tomboy. I have tomboy habits, but I'm very goth, honestly. I would not consider myself super feminine. How about that? That's why I picked the tomboy label. It's not like I'm like 10 out of 10, 100% a tomboy. It's more so like I'm tomboy adjacent. I'm a Tom Goblin, if you will. Superman dating slice of life anime. Probably, honestly. Which I like slice of life, so I'm not gonna argue with that. Wouldn't even be like one of the funny ones. It would just literally be like me just living my damn life. Tomboy by virtue of not being very feminine. Yeah. It's not that I'm a tomboy in the sense of like I'm super duper athletic or like into dude shit. It's that I just don't like feminine things. It's funny though because my dad, I told my dad that one time. I was like, I'm not very feminine, and he's like, what do you mean you are feminine? You're just like more of a rustic type. He's like, I'm more of like a classic feminine where I'm like an independent woman who's very capable of doing her own shit. Like I like baking, I like gardening, I like very like self-sufficient forms of femininity over like the very superficial type. Dr. Quinn type woman. Yeah, I'm very medicine woman-y. But to be fair, he said the same thing about my mom, and my mom is 100% a tomboy. She is athletic. I'm just like what happens when like a tomboy marries a dork. I have a little bit of both, but I lean more dork than tomboy. I just didn't grow up with a lot of femininity. Like frogs, I remember that. They piss on you. They do. I own a snake. It's not very girly of me. I like wearing cargo shorts. But I also like anime, and I like cool stuff, and I like taxidermy, and I like weird creepy things, and I like horror, and you know, like non-super feminine things. Frogs and toads be pissing. Don't forget about the snakes. Some snakes be pissing. Rat snakes musk. Yeah. Which that is technically pee. Dork. Noida is a dork confirmed. Yes, he is he's a dork. A tomboy dork. Yeah, he is a dork. Literally born from it. My grandfather is a big old nerd. I'm trying to find like what I don't like heavy line art wise, like in these little corners here. Like little places to clean up before I move on. And I might go through and I might darken some of these lines back once I'm in a position where I really like how it looks. And I'm like, okay, we can go back and like redo those lines and redo these lines. But no, my dad's a big old nerd. Not as nerdy as the rest of my uncles though. My grandfather has a Star Trek collection. Oh yeah, my grandpa. My dad's dad, he bought a Volkswagen like bus, but it's an EV version, and he thinks it's the coolest thing on earth. He loves that. It's like a teal blue, like the Miku teal color, and then like he's got like his little EV like bus now. And he thinks it's like the coolest thing ever because like he just loves like sci-fi and he loves like cool technology like that. He bought the new bus. He bought like the well, I don't remember what it's called. Let me see what it's called. He bought like the Volkswagen EV bus. It's very cool looking, honestly, but he loves it. That thing's like so cool to him. Yeah, it's called the Buzz. It's the Volkswagen. It's the 2025 Volkswagen ID Buzz. He got it in like the Miku teal blue, and he loves it. He thinks it's so cool he can just charge his car at home. And I love that for him. There's only 5,000 of those in the US. Man, my grandpa's cool. No, that's right as fuck, your uncle. That's my grandpa. It's my dad's dad. Yeah, he loves that thing. He thinks it's like so cool that like the GPS that's integrated into it and like the autopilot and everything. He like, just being a big sci-fi nerd that he is, he just finds that to be like the coolest thing on earth. He's absolutely infatuated with that car right now. He ironically has a very rare car that will be worth quite a bit in a few years. I mean, that's crazy. You're never reaching your grandpa's aura. My grandpa has a tattoo of Daffy Duck. He also has, he has like a study, and his study is full of, Star Wars and Star Trek memorabilia. Like models that he's made. Because my grandpa does model kits. He's a big old nerd. So that's my dad's dad. To give you an idea of how dorky it gets. He was literally forged by nerds. My dad and my uncles on that side. My grandpa for years has been trying to pawn off this life-size R2-D2 to my dad. Just remember there were 3,400 Lamborghinis delivered in 2025. That's crazy. I didn't realize how rare that car was. I figured he just saw it at the dealership and he was like, I want it. I didn't realize he had to really seek it out. Definition of aura, Nordic grandpa. My grandpa's so cool. Love my grandpa. Every time I go to visit him, he like always shows me off his models he's working on. Your dad hit the jackpot by finding your mom. To be honest, bro got a tomboy girlfriend. Yeah. My mom, when my parents were dating, my mom is 3 years older than my dad. My dad was like, what? He had been like 21, 22 when my parents got together. Because my mom was definitely in her mid-20s. Yeah, my dad met her at the bank she was working at in the same mall. They worked in the same mall, and my dad used to go over to that bank all the time. And then my dad worked at, I think, Spencer's? Yeah, he worked in the Spencer's. She a cougar? No, she's not a cougar. Damn, you do it better than me. This is my... probably not my first time, but this is definitely my first time trying to do something this big. I have to work on the arms a little bit. But I'm almost satisfied with the hair. Enough to move along. Greetings, Big Sister Noi. I have traveled to the far reaches of China in search for a new philosophy, and I have belief I have found it. Do you care to listen? Spill on, brother. Yeah, no, my mom's very athletic. My mom's uncle, so my great uncle, builds drag race cars. So she's very like handy with vehicles. Like when I say my mom's a tomboy, that's what I mean. She replaced her own air conditioning pieces. Like her AC in the car died, and she hunted down what parts she needed to fix, like what it could have been, what parts she needed to fix it, bought the parts, and then like did it herself and fixed her AC rather than take it somewhere to go get that part replaced. He who shits on the porcelain throne cannot complain if the nobles revolt. He who shits in the woods receives great praise for the forest hags. Can I borrow $5 for ketamine? No. If you don't have ketamine money, then you don't deserve to be doing ketamine. Sorry, you're not Elon Musk. Damn, you got me. Nora's got everything for real. I'm trying. It's almost Mother's Day. My mom asks for one thing every year for Mother's Day. She just wants 2 Boston ferns. She wants 2 ferns that she could put on the back porch. And that's what she asks for every year. Yeah, my mom's a very do-it-herself type of lady. So that's like my female role model in life has been her. Which isn't very feminine, so honestly I just don't have a lot of feminine habits. Because that's the mom I had. Very self-reliant. I'm stuck with a family filled with nerds. Everyone does good in school and shit, and now I'm a nerd. I mean, my dad just has ADHD. That's kind of... That's the only... It's what he's got going for him. It's very funny to me, my dad got diagnosed with ADHD at, like, his late 40s. Dang, and I'm just here. Yeah, no, I got I was just destined by fate to be a nerd. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. I don't like Star Wars that much. It's alright. Not a huge fan of it though. Start doing something cool so your kids can tell cool stories about you. Is that the secret to life? Is just do cool shit so your kid, so you have cool stories for your kids? I guess there's like worst philosophies to live under, you know? Alright, we've We've gone into the wrong direction. Here we go. What if Chewbacca had massive pecs? What if he's got massive pecs hiding underneath all that fur? Pixelated crosses are cool. We're cross necklaces didn't live in Muslim society. I do have like 3 cross necklaces. And multiple chokers. I have one that's kind of like looks like a rosary that I think looks metal as fuck. It's got like chains, and then it's got like the big rosary. It's got like little fake like rosary beads, and then it's got like these little skull pieces in it too. It's just like it's a goth chain, let's be real, but like it's cool as fuck. Dunrico's real. My mother is Catholic. Possibly? I don't know. I was raised non-religious. Alright, I gotta figure out what clothes we're wearing. What's going on with the model? I hit my numpad. Catholic. I could switch to that model. Might as well. God. Jiggle. Kills me. Why shade heat? That time of year. Spring has sprung. And so have I. Okay, I guess I could make these like bobby pins thicker. There we go. Drop more, not gonna lie, but fuck, he waved killing me. Doodle with your sweat. Draw the chalk onto the, like, ridiculously hot concrete. You know who else is sprung? The violets. The little flowers are blooming. Okay, what outfit are we wearing for this? I feel like... I should not get too technical with it. Understand why everyone likes soda, not really into fizzy drinks. Me neither, but I do have this Dr. Pepper right here. This is like my once a month soda. Why is it spicy? Logistically, do the little flowers on Violet's heads wither when they get sad? Yes. I also like to imagine that they hibernate when they die off because they can't photosynthesize as well. Like when the leaf, like in the fall time, they probably just bury themselves back into the dirt the way that turtles hibernate. And then they pop back up in the spring when the leaves grow back. Because I like to imagine that their little bodies is like a root vegetable. Like it's just the taproot system. So when they get like, when the top parts of them, like the leaves and the flower start dying off, they just bury themselves. I hope the violets can feel pain. They probably can feel. It's probably like Pim from like Spiling Friends if you like tug on the flower, where it's like an exposed nerve ending. It's about circumcision. I'm not. If I can be honest, as a woman, it's not my debate. However, I do think it's kind of fucked up. Visually appealing is debatable, but personally, I think it's fucked up. And I don't think any of the reasons to justify doing it justify it. Maybe tips on drawing? Practice, practice, practice. And when I mean practice, I don't mean like draw over and over again. I mean like genuinely study. Alright, what the fuck outfit are we wearing for this? I guess? I don't know. Because if I do the black turtleneck, I have to draw the black turtleneck. I guess we'll do like the outfit I'm wearing now with the jacket. Because most of it's gonna get cut off anyway. Nori, by the way, we just drawing Toxicity of my rosebush and the honeysuckle. Yes. It would be kind of sick. Circumcision removes 69% of the nerve endings in the males. Last month, a kid had his thing chopped off entirely by accident. It's a surgery, it gets complications. Yeah, no, personally, I don't... Like, understanding what it is and why it's done... I can't justify it in my brain as, like, acceptable. Especially in the sense where, like, female circumcision's wrong, so yeah, male circumcision's equally as wrong. In my mind. What is this chat dog? The conversation has shifted. Laurel had a dope ass hoodie and they took that shit. Can't have shit in Karachi. Damn. literally made because of some religious BS religious belief, only continues because it never died out. Little benefit has definitely does not justify the dangers. It's also like a belief of like cleanliness, but that's not like not true at all. we live in the modern age. We can take showers. We have access to clean running water at all times. He's already super sensitive. I can't imagine it being more. Spiritual cleanliness, some cold bullshit, not into religion anymore. Me neither. With blurry effects, you draw in pixels. I'm drawing in pixels. Everybody should be watching this stream in like 140p to add to the effect. I'm an intactivist, as you should. Everybody, I mean, the human body's fine. Don't fuck with it. Good luck on the World of Horror stream. Probably won't make it. It's okay. I will do my best, though. Mother and aunt all got circumcised. See, that's horrifying to me. Because I've read about that. Like how like the different varieties. Because there's like different versions, and it's horrifying. It got so blurry. I'm not shocked. Not surprised. But yeah, no, I've seen the female equivalent, like female circumcision. Oh my god, that's horrifying. It's so scary. I wince. There we go. Nori most females relatives think some girls just fine and healthy. Ugh. She's a baby girl, by the way. Eek. Add bionic arms, become a cyborg. Become a sick cyborg. This shit is horrifying though, I'm not gonna lie. It's also the age of which they do it that's really, like, not it for me. Like, extra bad. Okay, I feel like we're good enough to start the fake coloring. Another case of culture, taking things from ear to ear, no one questions it. Yeah. Okay, let me start playing with pixel, like, coloring some stuff. We're gonna definitely play with color, but I'm gonna do like this first. To get an idea of stuff. It's not gonna work on the eyes. Might be able to pull it off on the hair though. With a different color probably. Not black, but like maybe like a light gray. Iron Man. It's a big thing. Censorship is a big thing I fight against. Usually don't care about political issues. I feel like that's more so just like a straight up, like, atomical right thing than just politics. It's more of a cultural thing. Because even in the United States, it's very common. Like, very, very common. So much so, like, multiple times when you say no, like, the nurses will go back and they'll be like, are you sure? Because, like, my nephew isn't, and he's fine. My sister couldn't, she didn't have the heart to do it, knowing what it is and like what they do. She didn't have the heart. But yeah, in the United States, like when a baby boy is born, they're like, hey, do you want to do it? And then you have to, like, it's not even like an opt-in type of thing, it's more of like an opt-out type of thing. Like, you have to say no or else they'll just do it. USA mentioned. The United States, let's go. I feel like this is coming along pretty good. Baby boy cut costs anywhere from 2,000 to 1,100. Depending on doing surgery on 5 weeks a day without anesthesia. big cash. Ugh. That's also the thing. It's like no ass. Like they have to feel it. That's horrifying. Like every aspect of it is just not okay in my mind. My friend's son, they were gonna do it and he did it. His people went all the way down did a craft. Oh man. That's the thing, medically sometimes it's necessary. Like you get like some guys will get older and then they'll be like, yeah, you have to because like your body didn't form correctly. But the thing is, at least like my sister's opinion on it was like if he wants it done, he can get it done as an adult. Or if he has to have it done, it at least is for like a reason. It's not just done willy-nilly for like aesthetics. Because mostly in the United States, it's not done for any reason other than people think it looks better. It just has become the cultural norm like that. Why are women against circumcision about men? Stockholm syndrome is a real thing. I swear to God. I feel like it's because most dudes just don't remember, so they don't care. I feel like that's what it is. Is like most dudes are just like, well, it happened to me and I'm fine. So they aren't really worried about it. Or it's like what if they make fun of him when he's like in gym class? Your sister made her son grow big and strong. I hope so. He's totally fine. Like, yeah, there will be some point in time where he's like, why is mine different? But like, you know, then you just explain it to him. He'll be fine. Most guys don't even know that they're circumcised till they start watching porn, even though it takes a long ass time to figure it out. Especially in the States, because it's so normal. I feel like most guys don't even realize. Unless they're like messing around, they're like, oh wait, there's a scar right there. Even then, I heard sometimes the scar tissue can be like really bad. Depending on how botched it is. That's not gonna work. Hmm. Botch circumcision. I think call that a ripoff. Alright, bye Jake. I'm sorry the conversation got weird. Y'all off to bed, have a nice stream, y'all. You too, Slappy. A cut down, perhaps. Oh god. Hmm. Honestly, we could probably go with like not solid black, but like almost solid black. Like very close. Knowing our stream could either be the most wholesome thing ever or we end up like this. To be fair. It's an interesting conversation. And when do I have the time to talk about circumcisions, you know? I feel like I need more black. Like straight black. Kind of what I meant when I said that we'll mess with the line art later, because I would need some chance to get used to the shading to figure out what. I am in the bar, bartender pulls you out the scissors, you're being cut off. Yeah, I feel like we need more solid black elements. Or like I just need more shadowing using heavy lines. Make it darker. I gotta make it darker. Anyways, what conversation do we jump to now, chat? If you got any wholesome topics, give them to me, because I surely don't. Shouldn't have done this all in one layer. Aliens are smoking dark matter. Shit, need some of that dark matter. It's kind of fire though. Bro, you got any of that? Just start scratching myself. You got any of that dark matter? Yo, bro, you got any of that dark matter? Oh, one thing I'm gonna actually need to do. Let me do this. Let me pick a color. Yeah, I'm gonna need to make the underside of this white. Actually, this is a good opportunity to color some parts darker. We'll clean it up in a second. There we go. This reminds me of the Game Boy Color graphics. I would say it's kind of similar. Especially with like the... I guess it's dithering. It's like, I keep calling it dappled, but I guess it's like dithering. I can take white and do this area. And doing it in color helps me see spots that I missed. Here we go. Boop. Can always clean it up. Both Chazby being gay is way funnier than being a lesbian. I mean, if you say I like kissing girls, okay, bro, but when you say I like kissing boys, I still shit myself. What if you're bi? What does that mean? Is it only half funny? Or is it like the best of both worlds? These are the real philosophical questions. I'm bi, yeah, bro. You're just indecisive. Get a kiss mate already. What if I just like both? Can't a lady like both? They're both appealing just for different reasons. I'm kissing both girls and boys. What does that mean? That means you're based. Pixel Nori, so cute. Thank you. There's a full little shot of her. I'm pretty happy with it, honestly. The blue filter reminds me of playing Zelda Link Awakens on my big Game Boy Color. What does it look like without? The blue kind of just helps me see right now. The little gaps and bits and stuff. Like little individual pickles that are like sticking out where they shouldn't be. I think in general though, it's pretty clean. I feel like we need like darker elements though. Like I should do this, pick a dark color. Like maybe overlay or multiply. Maybe not even that, maybe like just a solid layer. I feel like it needs more shadowing. I feel nostalgic overwhelmed. Do you play Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance? A little bit, but mostly emulated, like on my phone. I didn't play a lot though. I feel like there's a lot of places I could just add more shadow. Like just heavier shadows. What's your favorite Game Boy game? God, I have to remember what I was playing on the Game Boy Advance. I think I was playing Mario when I was emulating the Game Boy on my phone as a kid. Game Boy Advance got me into programming because I wanted to make a Zelda clone, make a shitty clone using C and SDL. Nice. I wish I got more into programming as a kid. But alas, I didn't really have the resources. Or the drive for it, really. I didn't really get into computer stuff until I wanted a 3D model, honestly. The little baby caps. Like single pixels that are gonna drive me nuts. Programming is not fun unless you're working on something you like. I can't imagine writing dynamic arrays for something I do not care about. That's fair. Pixelnoid looks like it could be an NPC on an indie game with Game Boy Color graphics. It's cute though. Being game is fun, but don't tell me to make a YouTube clone. Eek. Can't wait till the burger fund gets so high and Nori can get a good GPU and we can see Nori in 240p. Surprise. Look what I can do. I can get worse. What if I like this compressed? Like extra compressed? See, this just looks like I'm like too far away. Yeah, what if I'm like even more compressed? Pixelnoid is an NPC which drops a lot of coins when you can do side quests. It's a damsel in distress storyline. Hi auntie, hey Bones. They turn the violets into a pixel. Although you can hardly see their facial expressions anymore. I'm getting pretty satisfied with this, honestly. At first I was really doubting my ability to do this, but now I'm getting pretty satisfied with it. Oh, I have a pixel blender. Let me use that on this. Oh, I feel like that ruins it. The cell shading's kind of what made it. I'm just gonna have to clean that up properly. There we go. DS said you find was on Discord, but you don't have to accept it. I was wondering what that was. I was like, who the hell got my Discord? I've been getting a lot of random, like, out of nowhere ones, so I've just been bulk rejecting every single one I see. Because for the most part, I don't accept the friend requests I get. Now that I think about it, the only people that are my friends on Discord are like my mods. Imagine gaming on 172p. Disgusting. I'm crying up downstairs with my dad and he didn't know his mic was on and I never told him. He had a personal conversation with the mic on and someone said, what the fuck? Oh no. I just want to see what this looks like under different lighting. I'm pretty satisfied. Anyone here notice that YouTube started to support pop-up video play on phones recently? I played videos outside the app. No, I know it does for YouTube Premium. But have they started doing that with like standard YouTube too? I know that it was like a premium thing that you could do, is you could have the pop-up on the bottom, but did they change that finally? I hope so. That's just annoying. Sometimes I'll like be watching videos and I'll be like on the wrong YouTube account because I have my personal account which has Prime, and or not Prime but Premium, and then I have like my normal one, like this channel, on my phone, and then like I'll be watching on the wrong channel and then I'll like go to turn off my phone and it won't keep autoplaying. It drives me nuts. Don't have Premium? Okay, cool. So they finally changed that. I'm pretty done with this, honestly. Let me find... Might as well like go ahead and make the thumbnail, honestly. Because I can do this, do that, make this transparent, and then export this. Let me save this, Jesus Christ. We're working for 2 hours without saving. That my thumbnails folder. And then we can just go ahead and make the thumbnail, honestly. Let me find a good background for the thumbnail. Oh, it's gonna do this bullshit. Okay. Snipping tool. Wrong. Incorrect. There we go. And then save that. Put that back. It's actually annoying. Every time I exit video watching it, exit the app while watching a video, it just shows pop up instead, so I have to manually close the video and then exit the app. Thanks, Susan. It is a little annoying. Stick your tongue out, dummy. It happens every time I yawn, which sucks, because I yawn a lot. Ugh. I do not like soda. Anyways. So anyway, we have that now, so I can save. And then... don't question my feed. New image, predefined, thumbnail, create. Import layer. Don't question my files. Import this. Is that a man in the bunny suit? It's Leon Kennedy. I was in a Discord call with my friend and he was playing Resident Evil, speedrunning Requiem, and I was watching him and I like made that in like an hour that he was playing. There we go. Squeeze this into there and move this down. Take you. Then I might just take this and layer style, stroke, like 2, and then make this white. And then normal. And then what I can do as well is duplicate this and then cut out the logo so I can move around it. And I put the rest of it like over top this corner of my head that's like covering it. I'm not even gonna go this far, I can really just stop like here. And then I can take this, I can cut and get rid of this and then move this over atop of it and then bam, thumbnail. That easy. I know you're by it, bruh. Dude, don't question me. Pixel art, yeah. It did not take me that long. I thought this was gonna take me longer to do. I'm kind of covering the lighthouse. There we go. And it actually kind of blends in pretty well. The pixels aren't exactly the same size, but they're almost the same size. Like pixel art isn't common to see. I don't really think so. Here, I cannot be pixelated anymore. I'm kind of getting sick of looking at myself like that. There we go. Anyway, so we got the thumbnail done. What now? I've typed a total of 3 messages off to a different video. I go, see you, koala. I don't know if I want to be this big though. Nori 4K versus Nori 144p. I do look pretty solid, honestly. It's very weird seeing myself at high res again. I don't know how I feel about that. Well, what now? I don't know what to do now. Oh, by the way, when we do play tomorrow, I do plan on doing the pixelated. Maybe not this much, maybe even more subtle than this. Like that. And then I have this. I don't know what that line in the middle of my head is though. I also don't like how the contrast works with this. I might actually do this in OBS. Make myself grayscale in OBS because I can just take this and then do color correction and then saturation all the way down. And I can be black and white. Then I can change the contrast accordingly. Or say gamma. It might be gamma and then bring up the contrast. And I can be black and white like the game. Way easier to do this in, maybe like even further. Bring up the contrast. Yeah, and then we'll be like this. I can also saturate the shit out of myself. That's horrifying. I'm like deep fried. Nori Circa 1955. Yeah, that's the plan though. Is I'm just gonna do this, and this is how we're gonna play World of Horror because it is a black and white game for the most part. So I might as well have the fun with it. I like having little fun stuff like that when I can. I can even make the contrast even higher, honestly. Like that. Then I can play with the lighting in Wario. Environment. I might be able to mess with this in the camera. Brightness. There we go. I make myself brighter here so then I can like shift it down here. Yeah, something like that. And then I can like kind of match. God, where did I have my brightness before? I guess it was like here almost. There we go. Yeah, there's fun ways I can play with that. Yeah, there we go. I got it done. What's wrong with the server? What happened? Oh, nice. My lord. Make sure everything's cleaned out. My fucking god. It's being rated. Yeah, it is. One second. Wah wah wah. Ah, there's so many too. Fuck. to mass delete all of these. Let me see. Hmm. Man, don't you love being somebody on the internet? I'm gonna be here a minute. God damn it. I just saw it, yeah. There's like no easy way to do this either. Because Discord doesn't actually naturally have like an integrated way to like mass delete. Is that a mass delete command? I thought so, but apparently not. I wonder if I can get Carl to do it. Let me see. Because the thing is, I disabled Carl because we didn't need him. It's so peak. Thank you. Don't look in the Discord server anytime soon. I might hide the server until I can clean that up, honestly. Yeah, that's why we need some bots. Yeah, originally I had it, but it was like way too sensitive. Let me see. Very cool. Wow. It's a Roblox raid group. That's hilarious. I love how it's just shock factor things too. It's like just like a beg for attention. You gotta love it. Gotta get some no life mods into helping the server in this once in a blue moon occasion. Yeah. It's just actual doo-doo. It is. Man, I have to figure out how to like... No, it's not getting there. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna inform you. See ya. Thank you. Until I clean it up, just block it, honestly. I gotta clean up the server. I figure out how to do that. Love a little trolling. I blocked it, but I shouldn't have done that, honestly. This is gonna take a lot of cleaning up to do. Let me text Gabe. Let me like message Gabe real quick. There we go. I messaged Gabe. I think I might have to end stream here and go deal with that. So I think I'm gonna go deal with that. So yeah, little impromptu, but bye guys. I gotta go handle things. Whoopsies. Alright, I'm getting out of here. Bye bye. I gotta make it quick. Alright, bye.